My channel, it's Veroosh, and I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm going to do a relationship compatibility collective reading, which means that this reading is for every single sign. I'm going to do a weekly kind of overview the next week or so, maybe a week and a half, and then I will go through the astrological signs one by one and tell you how you will be feeling this week with the Lenormand versus how somebody else around you who you have on your mind, who you're interested in, is feeling. Okay, so typically I do this for every single sign. I created the relationship compatibility reading on YouTube, and that video is now becoming available for members. I'll probably post the rest of it today in the members only section, and then when I do so, I'll link it in the description for you guys to watch. This is just a collective version of that reading, so you guys get a taste test to see if you like it and if that's what you want to do. Okay, so first of all, I have all the signs here all kind of mixed up. We're not going to go sign by sign today. This is more of a collective reading until the end, and then at the end I will go through sign by sign. Okay, so let me explain it to you now. I've done a few of these and I like them, so I kind of want to hear if you guys enjoy them, if you get like inspiration or you're enjoying this in some way. Okay, sounds good. So first we're going to put 5 cards down. You can do this as a pick a card if you want for an extra message. I'm going to have 5 cards down to give you an overview for the next little while. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. So last night we had a big talk, right, online about everything that's going on. And I really want to say I haven't had too much negative feedback. There was one person that I think felt personally attacked, so they lashed out at me, but that was, you know, something that I'm very familiar with coming from Vancouver. There's a lot of people like that there who are trying to hide their own predation and their predatory nature of trying to be unfair towards others. And they disguise that as like minority rights, and it's not. It's doing a disservice to minorities like me, and I take issue with that. But other than that, everybody was super supportive, so thank you for that. And yeah, it just feels nice. I forgot something else. I came on here to say a couple things, but oh yes, the other thing is that I made a complete blooper, and I told you guys that we're coming up on a Pisces full moon. So Veroosh is in retrograde right now. We are coming up on a new moon in Virgo on the 17th. So thank you to those of you guys who were up on your astrology and reminded me. My mind hasn't been with astrology, although I knew it was the Pisces full moon. We were talking about it. And then I knew if you guys listened to that part, I knew something was wrong with what I was saying. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Let's get into the reading. I have a client in a couple minutes, so I just popped on to say hi and to do this love session with you guys. Okay, so maybe you can do a pick a card for every single option. If so, I hope you get your answer, but this is the overall energy for the next week or so. Okay, so we have Page of Stars first, Sag, Leo, or Aries, secondary transits in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Oh, and I should say, the other thing I forgot, if you're watching this, this message is for you. So if you found this video, then this message is for you. If you're wondering why this is for so many people, that's how collective readings work. I'm not sick, it's just very, very smoggy here today. So from the smoke, it's affecting my throat. Sorry about that. I'm not sick, I promise. I'm good. So we have the Page of Stars first. Sag, Leo, or Aries, secondary transits in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This tells us that there's a new adventure ahead of you. I think that probably a fresh start has started recently for you and you feel reinvigorated. You're excited about what's ahead of you. You might be more open to love at this time than before. So maybe you feel like everything in the past is settled and done, and now you are excited about the new people you are going to meet, about the new experiences you're going to have. If you're in a relationship, whatever situation was going on between you and your partner, bygones be bygones, water under the bridge, full movement forward. So I just think that's where your mind is at. Second card is the Six of Trees, which is Moon in Taurus. Generosity. If you're dealing in a relationship, what I'm getting is that this is a generous relationship that gives a lot to you, and there's a lot of give and take that has been the foundation of there. If there has been a conflict in this relationship, then I feel like the foundation of the fact that it's a really good give and take and generous relationship always brings you back into harmony with this person. So being generous in a relationship is a wonderful way to maintain the health and the well-being of your relationship and all that. Second message we have is the Death card, the Release card, right in the center of things, which means it's a week. It really looks like bygones be bygones kind of energy, which means you're really letting things go. If you have an issue with someone else, they're letting things go with you, and it's a fresh reset towards new directions, hopefully new love for those of you who are single, and hopefully moving past difficult moments in your relationship if you are in a couple or a throuple. Let me know in the comments if you're in a throuple. Let's talk about it and find out how that looks. So we have the Two of Trees next, which is in some way it's a slow start, which is a good thing because you can get your bearings in order and figure out what's good and what direction you want to go. And then we have the Eight of Hearts, which is Saturn in Pisces, codependency in this card. So I feel as though if things are hurting for you right now and you feel like so brought down by situations, I think you're taking the first steps to step away from that. So if you're crying a lot because of a love situation, because of love, somebody hurt you, you are accepting the closure and the ending of that situation, and soon you will feel much less triggered or much less triggered by the situation, feel much less upset or hurt or distracted from life. And I think you're coming back into the excitement of what life is all about. I think if you were in a situation in which you thought you were stepping into a situation in which there was a lot of generosity, give and take, new adventures, and then for whatever reason it ended, I really feel like you should focus on that situation as your blueprint, so as your sort of example of what you want, not the bad part of it, not the rejection or however it sort of went off, the surprise, unexpected information about the person, whatever it was. Don't look to the betrayal of trust or whatever hurt you, but look to the things that you were excited about. Those things were within you, and so therefore you can find that energetic match again. So in some way, I mean, you don't want to necessarily be thankful for bad experiences, but I don't like that saying, like being thankful for the bad things that happen to us, but there is that truth that even in those situations there are positive things that we can become aware of, including what's important to us and what we want. So I think that eye-opening moment, and so you're setting off on that journey in that direction. Likewise, in your partnership, if you're in a relationship, you could feel like your partner sort of backed out of an unspoken agreement. So you feel like you and your partner had an established agreement, or something was in some way, kind of, that's the way it is, an understanding, let's put it that way. And I feel like that might have suddenly changed in some way. Maybe not the whole thing, but just a little aspect of it. And it could have made you feel a little bit uneasy about exactly what to do. If that's the case, then again, working back to center with your partner, working back towards finding common ground, sure footing, and then deciding if this is the relationship for you. So a lot of new beginnings. This is saying it's a slow start, but don't hate me for saying it. But I feel like a slow start is a good start, because that means that you're not jumping into the deep end of the pool, jumping off of a cliff, doing something crazy that you're going to regret. So slow and steady wins the race, you guys. And I think that you have it in your heart to find that which you want. And I think that soon the emotional distress that you may be feeling, or the emotional frustrations about what the past didn't bring you, that you had hoped for this wonderful adventure and it didn't pan out, I think that that's going to leave you. I don't think you're going to feel bad about it for much longer. And then hopefully you're going to take this advice and just apply that to finding gratitude for that experience. That's not approving of the experience, as we said, but it's finding gratitude for the experience so you know what kind of situation you want. Okay, so the way this works, because I only have a few minutes, we're going to go sign by sign right now, and I shuffled these. I can shuffle them again for you guys if you want. And then we're just going to go sign by sign, and I'm going to pick a card for you and what's going on for you in love in the next week. And then I'm going to pick a card for your partner, okay? So typically when I do this for members only or sign by sign version, then I will tell you your compatibility with every single sign. We'll get a taste of that today. So, okay, so let's just get going. So we have first Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgos, the late September Virgos, or mid-September Virgos. Let's take a look at your vibe. So your vibe for love right now, you're stepping towards love, your heart opening, making progress. Something's becoming an opportunity for you. A door is opening. So if there was a blockage in love, there's an opportunity, there's an opening. If it's been kind of like a desert of love, like not too much love, not too much of anything, I think that there's opportunities ahead for you. And if you're, how do I say this? And then the other person, Virgo, that you're dealing with, they're seeing good luck. They're falling into a line of, a trajectory that is going to push them forward towards a specific outcome. So they are moving towards something that they want. Life is lining up for them to streamline them to get into the direction that they're supposed to be in. And that's very, very favorable for you, Virgo, because obviously if you're on that path, then that's going to be a streamline into connecting with you. So good luck, Virgo, with that. Okay, so now we're going to go into the other sign. We have Capricorn next. Hey, guys. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look. And I saw this question about Capricorn and Leo North Node video. Sorry I didn't get to them. It just didn't feel like the right time. I am going to do them for everybody, so they're coming as well. So Capricorn, for you, you've got the star, so very lucky time for you, especially in love. So this is a love reading. If you're looking forward to love, or if you want love of a certain type, this is the time for you to get it. Experiment a little, open yourself up. Good things are coming to you, around you, or in your environment. Somebody new is coming into the picture, a rider. So expect a new friend, a new connection, new information about old circumstances coming in, unexpected turns of events. If you think you're going a certain direction, suddenly you might be going a different direction, but it's favorable. New information comes in and changes your path. Now we have Cancer. Hi, Cancers. I hope you guys are doing well. And I thought I had a message for Cancer. I know it's going to come through very soon because yesterday there was one. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have the Labyrinth. So you're sort of not decided about a situation. Nothing's quite clear yet. This is really telling me to keep looking and don't get frustrated with the fact that you are sort of going around in circles about something. It just means that there's no specific outcome for you to pursue in this direction. There's no specific outcome yet that you can derive. It's like an Eight of Swords almost. The outcome will be there ultimately. You will find it. Don't get frustrated at the process of trying to find it right now. So if you're feeling feelings towards someone, it might be unclear about their feelings, it might be unclear about their intentions, so be okay with not knowing for a little bit longer. Okay, I think some things need to still play out. And then the person around you has the key, so it looks like they were missing something in the situation that they're dealing with you in, or in love for them at this time. And I think for them an opportunity is opening up, which will then allow them to be more forthright. I have a feeling, Cancer, that the person you're dealing with is not able, or for whatever reason there's an external influence on them that's preventing them from being as open or receptive to you at this time as they would like. And in time, I think that this next thing will come in and give you some opportunity, or give you get them going in the direction that they want. So they're stagnant, and that stagnancy is affecting your relationship, but that's changing. That's the key, okay? So next we have the Bull. No BS around here. Let's take a look at your cards. Hey Bulls, let's say hi to me in the channel, in the comments. Let's see, your energy is the Tower. So you're very focused on business at this time. Work's very important, taking up a lot of your time, and that's really important. The next message is the Labyrinth. Someone around you, are Bulls dating Cancers right now? Is that what's going on? The Cancer is sort of Cancer, the person that you're thinking about, or the person that you have feeling towards, in some ways going around in circles in situations. You might be busy at this time. It's a good idea to communicate to them that you are busy, because they may not understand what's going on. And so take that time, if you care about them, to let them know, because they're sort of spinning around in circles. Whatever communication you're not giving to them, Taurus, I really feel like you should be very forthright about your intentions right now. They may not be understanding what's happening for you behind the scenes. So just try and do that, and everything will be well. Okay, so next we have Gemini. Hi Gemini, let's take a look at your sign. So your card is the Labyrinth. It's sort of everywhere. A lot of kind of up in the air energy. We have to be okay. Gemini's good with this energy. You're not too tied with like a definitive outcome. So if something is up in the air for a time, you're okay with it. There's a situation in which you don't know the outcome, you don't know how they feel, or there's a lack of clarity on an issue. And so rather than being upset, just wait for the right information to come in. And then for the other, Gemini is dealing with a Taurus, so we have the Tower for the other person. It's kind of an inverse of the Taurus reading. So basically the person that you're thinking about might just be very busy at work right now. So if they're not giving to you the attention or the communication that you need, there could be some factors that are really forcing them to focus on other things, specifically business right now, rather than you. So wait, and the outcome, you will reach an outcome, and this is about searching for it, but don't get upset if you don't see a clear answer yet. Okay, I think overall the energy seems to be really up in the air, right? It seems like for everyone there's this kind of like, we're figuring things out in relationships. So that means don't get frustrated if the answer is not clear yet. Just buy some time. Okay, so here is the next message. We have Sagittarius. Hey Sag, you guys went last yesterday. And then we have the Heart. So you're feeling a lot of love at this time towards someone. Your heart is open, receiving love, thinking of taking the first step in love, giving love to others. And then we have the Mask, the other person. I think the other person wants to get to know you better, Sag. I feel like they see that there's more than what they know about you behind the scenes. I think that their disposition towards your admiration is favorable. I think that they probably like you back, or they're attracted to you, some version of that, but they definitely need time to get to know you better. Okay, let's see the next message. So the next message is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at Aries cards. Just a little bit of a... So Aries, okay, so Aries got the Mask. So you feel as though as an enigma, like maybe somebody's not seeing you for who you are. I think you should be very careful right now as Mars is in conjunction with Lilith in Aries. That's giving you more of a chance of being in a situation that misrepresents you. And so your strength can get misrepresented as aggression or something like that. So you may be feeling right now like people don't really understand, or the person you're thinking about doesn't understand you, and that they don't see behind the mask, that they don't see the true you. You want to welcome them in. It's just a matter of time. And I think that this person in some way is trying to see different options about who you are, different sides of you, trying to see you in different environments, trying to figure out like what are all the things that you bring to the table? This person's trying to get to know you better, Aries. So that's pretty much in alignment. I think that you feel like you need them to get to know you better, and I think that they understand that. And I think they're excited because the garden is like, what kind of wonderful things will I learn about Aries today? So, you know, whoever you're dealing with, very, very good energy. And remember, if you're single, like a Pringle, then think of other relationships, friends that are applicable for your situation. All right, so here is Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Let's take a look at your cards. Just in the center, we have Scorpio. So this is a significant week for you guys in love. I think that there's, I think that you switch direction with things. I think that you switch pace in things. And so I think it's time to kind of make a left turn on something. So we have the coffin. I feel as though, okay, I'll tell it to you guys straight, Scorpio. I feel like you gave someone a lot, and I feel like there was a situation that caused you to realize that this is not a situation right now that you want to put more energy into. I don't feel as though it's reciprocated or there's a misunderstanding around the generosity, and so I feel like you're making a decision to cut off all the, you know, hope-inducing activities or generosity or whatnot and kind of figure things out for yourself. That doesn't mean it's the end of the relationship, but I think you're drawing a line here. Around you, the other person, the bridge, the person's trying to figure out how to get closer to you. So I think that this person may have an emotional block towards you or may have troubles in relationships in general. And so this person is trying to find a way to connect with you in a healthy way. No creepiness here. You know, the bridges is like they want that connection. So I think what it looks like, I have 4 placements in Scorpio. To me, it looks like you got in your feelings a bit because somebody wasn't giving you the same way that you were giving to them. And I think that this person doesn't know what to do in the situation, but I think that their intention is to reach out. Their intention is to show you love and show you good energy. So Scorpio, you know, if Scorpios were fixed signs, right? So we don't, once we get stuck in a feeling or emotion, it's hard for us to snap out of it. Once we see the writing on the wall, it's like, I see you, bish, you know, I know exactly what's going on. So it's really hard to take a step back and be like, well, you know what? Not everybody's perfect. So, you know, from a Virgo to a Scorpio, Virgo, Scorpio transits to a Scorpios, maybe I really sense from them good intentions towards you. It seems like they may have messed up, okay? Then we have Leo, meow, meow. Leo's like in Capricorn reading. Your North Node video is coming up. Jessica, thank you so much for the donation. I forgot I had Super Chat on. That's super cute. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so Leo. So Leo, if you're a Leo man, then you're waiting for somebody. You're waiting. If you're a Leo man, it's almost like you're over in a situation. You feel like a situation is over, no longer like you were broke up with someone and now you are kind of waiting for them to reach out. You're waiting for them. Like everybody thinks that you're done and you're fine, but in your heart, you know you're waiting. If you're a woman, then you may be talking to a male friend about a relationship situation, asking them for advice. Okay, so reach out to your friends, Leo females. Or Leo males, I mean, you'll figure out if you're a Leo male, which side you're on. Around you, this person, it really feels, Leo, like somebody's playing with your heartstrings. It feels like somebody's coming and going into your relationship, you know, and they give to you and they get you excited and then they run away and they run out. And each time you say to yourself, I'm done with all this giving, I'm done with all this generosity I have in my heart. And each time they come back, and it's time and again, you're working out that dynamic. I'll let you figure out what you want to do with that, but it does seem like a pattern with you. I'm not sure if you're fully healed from that relationship because it keeps on coming up. It keeps sparking up in your heart, you know? Here is the next message. We have Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Let's get weird. Okay, so let's talk about your weird relationships, Pisces. I'm sure they're great. So we have a woman. So the woman is waiting, Pisces. If you're a woman, you're waiting. And if you're a man, then it's very likely that you need to talk with a woman at this time, really share your opinions. More of a friendship advice, like, I have a girlfriend and I don't know what to do. What should I do in this situation? Talk to a female friend, Pisces, and get her advice. If you're a female, you can do that as well. But if you're a woman, then it's very likely you're waiting on some feedback at this time. And the other person is working. So if you watch the beginning of this all signs series, you will see that a lot of signs like Taurus from memory and maybe a couple other signs were really focused on work right now. And so therefore it's very important for you to be patient. And even if it seems kind of far-fetched that what's going on, first find out what's going on and then pass judgment. I think you're working off of too little information right now, Pisces. I think that work can get very, very demanding for people. And it's like, that can affect the rest of a person's life. So if they're getting pushed to work harder, work more, that can feel very, very weird, right? That can feel weird, and that can make people make questionable decisions under pressure for the desire to be successful. I'm really sensing that the people who are getting the Tower have a massive pressure on them to be successful right now, to keep working. If that means taking time out of their personal life, if that means taking time out of their time with you, unfortunately, they're getting pressured into that. So have forgiveness and understanding. The message across the board for everybody who got the Tower is wait to hear what they have to say, because they might be working towards something really great right now. So thanks, Pisces. Noelle, thank you for the euros. Oh, I'm excited. I got euros. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay. So we have, I collect like money from other countries. I know this isn't the same thing, but anyway, Libra, sun, moon, and rising. I have to hustle because my client and friend is waiting, and it was her birthday. And so, hey, girl. Hey, hey, Virgos. Hey, Libra, sun, moon, and rising. It's almost your birthday, girl. Let's see. I hope you're rising high. You might not be feeling as though you're blossoming yet. Wait a week. It's going to be really great. Okay. So we have, you're making a decision between two different options. That advice to decide which way you want to go with things might be applicable to this situation. So you may want to wait about a week before you fully decide, but the pressure to decide is coming now. Like somebody's asking you something, or you feel like you need to answer something. If you can buy the time, Libra, then please buy the time. And then on the other side, they love you. So somebody's pressuring you for your attention. Somebody wants to take you out on a date. And I'm not sure if you know whether this is the path that you want, Libra. I think that what is going on is a little bit of hurt from the past. And so I feel like the Eight of Hearts, right? You need to make sure that you've sort of dealt with any triggers that are coming up for you in relationship, and that you're really receptive to this love, because it really sucks when you receive love and you waste it because you were hurt from a past relationship. Most women know about this, men too, but women really go through that in a hard way. So this is just a reminder. I think overall it's saying like, go slow, go slow, Libra. You don't need to answer right now. I know you feel the pressure, but I think they love you. And when you get a card like this, if they love you this week, but they don't love you next week, then I think you're evading or you're bypassing a really bad situation. So it's kind of almost like a test. If they really love you and want to be with you, they'll pull through for you, and that's, don't play games with people that way. That's not a Libra thing to play games like that anyway. But I feel like if you're worried about not giving them an answer, you're not going to miss your chance if they love you. So just hold on tight, Libra. Okay, last but not least, let's take a look at our beautiful Aquarian weirdos, the most epic sign of the internet. Okay, so hi Aquarians. Let's see what's going on for you guys. You guys have the Rider, so you're excited, you're doing something new, kind of adventurous in spirit. You sort of feel unbound, unrooted in anything specific, and you're excited about the direction your life is going. Around you, somebody's taking a closer look at you. Somebody's trying to understand you better. I have a feeling that there's this sense that like they want to assess you, they want to define you to get to know you. Like Aquarians get that a lot, like, and Pisces too. You both get that a lot. Like people saying like, I can figure you out. Like they make it their task or their personal game to try to figure out what's going on for you. And that's not necessarily coming from a bad place, but I feel like to you it's kind of ironic. It's like, girl, like people have done that to me so many times, like trying to figure me out. And the point of Aquarius is that it's dynamic, and so therefore there isn't that much consistency there except certain principles, right? And so there's a lot of variance in the Aquarian personality, and it triggers people to try to like figure it out. Like, this is the part that I like, this is the part that's valid. And so I feel like you know it. It's funny to you. I think this person likes you, and I think you like this person. Whether it's a romantic relationship or love. I am reading for love, but those of you who are single and not ready to mingle, then, you know, maybe it's friendship. But I think that you're used to them trying to get to know you better in this kind of like maybe even a little Facebook stalking. Like, who is this person? What are they about? But at the same time, you have a lot of new things going, Aquarius, which is going to make you even more variant and dynamic and like non-local and random to people. And so it's kind of funny because you're feeling in your power, and then on the other side they're trying to like figure you out like a math equation, and like that's some pretty hard like calculus right there, some integral math, difficult functions and whatnot. So most people will, the way of figuring out an Aquarius, if you're cross-watching, is to just simply be patient and give a lot of time for these different moments to come through. And there is this pattern that evolves, and that is their vibration. And so over like a period of a year or 2 years, 5 years, you really get to know the plethora of the different kind of phases that Aquarians go through. So if you're cross-watching and you're trying to figure them out, it's hard to do that. And if you think you have them figured out, most likely you don't. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this impromptu reading. We did this in half an hour, you guys. So again, this is the relationship compatibility all sign reading, but I am doing one for every single sign. It's going to be available for members probably by the end of today. Virgo, Aries, and Leo is available now, and I'll link it in the description. In about an hour, I'll link everything because I'm going to talk with my client now. So have a nice day, and